Hi everyone. I just want to grab you for a few minutes. Normally we'd be putting up a devotional right now, and I hope they've been helpful to you. I've loved taking part in them myself, but the reality is we've just got to talk about what's going on in the world right now, and to put out some devotional about our personal spirituality right now feels at odds with who we are. And so I've been asked to just begin a conversation, and this is so frustrating for me, and it will be for you. There are incredibly important things happening in the world right now that we must talk about, and we must address, and we must look at in honest and vulnerable and soul-searching ways. That this issue of systemic and institutional racism that we see so clearly in American society, and then we pause and think about our own society and realise that we're a little different. And I don't want to go down this rabbit hole right now, and that's what's frustrating me, because I do want to. I am frightened of what I might discover about myself. I am shame-filled with what I already know, and also what I think we have missed within the life of One Church Brighton. And I don't even know where to start. But I want us to start. And if we were gathering together on Sunday, I would be getting us to talk to one another and getting feedback and considering starting working groups and all kinds of stuff that we could do when something that has been a bit hidden has become more revealed. And I don't know what to do with it when we can't meet. To do a one-way conversation like this, well, it's not a conversation, is it? That's why I don't really want to talk about the issue. I want to talk about us as a church and about how we're going to talk about the issue and how we're going to do that in meaningful ways that bring meaningful change. And so I guess before any of that can have any real meaning, if it's going to have any real depth, it will be because a bunch of people, or in my dreams everybody who's part of One Church, take some time to pause and consider their own understanding of what's happening in the world right now. That you're ripping off the general kind of levels of ignorance that there are around, but also that you're prepared to do a bit of soul work that says, what are my prejudices and where have they come from? What are the privileges that I have because of the colour of my skin? What are the injustices that are around us? Sally McLeod has really helpfully started a reading group using the book Me and White Supremacy by Layla Saad. And that's a really good thing to do. It'd be great to join it. But that isn't going to fix this problem. And I know Sally's not suggesting it for that reason. It's just the start. It's a small thing, but the start of us working together to understand our own ignorance, to begin to shine a light on some of those blind spots that we have, so that we can move forward, confess what we need to confess, and move forward what we can move forward. So I just want to encourage you to do that yourself. And it might be that you're a kind of verbal processor like me and you need to talk about that with people. It might be that within your own quiet time, it's going to take a shift of focus where you do what the psalmist does at the end of Psalm 139 and says, search me, show if there is any offensive way within me and lead me into everlasting truth. That's my prayer. It's a brave prayer. But I think it's the right prayer right now. God, what is the ignorance in me? What is the offensive way? I believe that you love everybody equally. So how does the heart of God feel when the heart of God looks at my heart and I can't honestly say that I love everybody equally? How does that make God feel? And where are the ways that we have created systems and structures that don't reflect the kingdom of God, and yet we call them church? So I want us to do some work together, and it begins with us asking ourselves how we feel, so that over the weeks we'll talk about a little bit on Sunday, but this is obviously just a one-way thing and it's not helpful. And if we were having our normal gathering, it would be so much better to start that way. But we want to start now, and you'll be hearing other things and other ways to have this discussion. But let's do a bit of our own work first, and then when we come together, we can have a better informed discussion about how we're feeling and how we're doing, and how one church might reflect the kingdom of God better in its inclusivity of all people. I so want that to happen, and I'm sure that you do too. Let's do this together. Let's try and move forward in hope. Thanks so much.